Right now, somewhere in America, a Hyundai is being stolen. Not with some sophisticated hacking device, not with a professional lockpick set, with a USB cable. The kind you have in your kitchen drawer right now. It takes less than 60 seconds, and the method has been viewed hundreds of millions of times online. If you drive a Hyundai built between 2011 and 2022, your car is on the list. And most owners have absolutely no idea. Today, I'm breaking down exactly how this works, which specific models are vulnerable, what Hyundai has done about it, why their fix isn't enough, and the cheap aftermarket solutions that actually protect your car. One of these costs less than $30 and takes 5 minutes to install. Stay for that, because it's the one thing standing between you and an empty parking spot tomorrow morning. Let's start with how we got here. In the summer of 2022, a group of teenagers in Milwaukee started posting videos showing how to steal Hyundais and Kias using nothing but a USB cable and a screwdriver. They called themselves the Kia Boys. The videos went massively viral on TikTok and YouTube, racking up hundreds of millions of views before platforms started pulling them down. But by then, the damage was done. The method was everywhere. Here is what makes this so disturbing. This is not some complicated hot wiring procedure. The exploit targets a specific design flaw in the ignition system. Certain Hyundai and Kia models, manufactured between 2011 and 2022, were built without an electronic immobilizer. An immobilizer is a tiny chip in your key that communicates with the car's computer. If the chip isn't present, the engine won't start. Every major automaker has included this technology as standard since the early 2000s. But Hyundai and Kia, in an effort to cut costs on their base models, left it out of vehicles that use a traditional turnkey ignition. That means, if your Hyundai has a physical key that you turn to start the engine, rather than a push-button start, there is a very strong chance your car lacks this basic security feature. The thief breaks the steering column cover, which takes about 10 seconds. Underneath, they find exposed ignition wiring. They insert a USB connector, or any similar flat tool, into the ignition slot, turn it, and the engine fires up. No alarm, no kill switch, nothing stops them. The entire process takes less than a minute, and it requires zero technical skill. That is why teenagers are doing it. Now, here is the part most people get wrong. They assume this only affects cheap, old Hyundais. It does not. The affected models include some of the most popular vehicles Hyundai has ever sold. I'm going to go through this list carefully, because if your car is on it, everything else in this video matters to you personally. Hyundai Elantra. 2011 through 2022, with a turnkey ignition. Hyundai Sonata. 2011 through 2022, turnkey models. Hyundai Tucson. 2011 through 2022, turnkey models. Hyundai Santa Fe. 2011 through 2022, turnkey models. Hyundai Venue. 2020 through 2022, base trims with turnkey. Hyundai Accent. 2011 through 2022, all trims. Hyundai Kona. 2018 through 2022, turnkey models. Here is the important distinction. If your Hyundai has push-button start, you are almost certainly fine. Push-button start models include the immobilizer chip. The vulnerability specifically affects vehicles with a physical key ignition. If you are unsure which type you have, look at where you start your car. If you insert a key and turn it, you are potentially affected. If you press a button while the key fob is nearby, you are likely safe. So, what did Hyundai do about this? In February 2023, Hyundai announced a free software update for affected vehicles. They called it a security kit. It was designed to make the car's alarm sound longer and require the key to be in the ignition for the engine to keep running. Hyundai promised this would solve the problem. It helped. But here's the catch. The software update has significant limitations. First, it only works on vehicles manufactured from 2017 onward. If you own a 2011 through 2016 Hyundai, the update is not available for your car. Hyundai's official position is that those vehicles cannot be updated due to hardware limitations. Second, multiple reports and law enforcement agencies have noted that the software patch does not completely prevent theft. It makes the process harder and louder, but determined thieves have found workarounds. Third, the update was voluntary. Hyundai did not issue a mandatory recall. That means millions of eligible vehicles have never received the patch because owners either didn't know about it or never brought their car to a dealer. If you have an affected model, call your Hyundai dealer right now and ask if the security update has been applied to your VIN. If it hasn't been done, schedule it immediately. It's free. But do not stop there, because even with the update, your car is not fully protected. This is where the real solutions come in. The ones that actually work. Solution number 1. A steering wheel lock. Yes, the old-school club-style device your parents might have used in the 90s. It sounds basic because it is basic, and that is exactly why it works. A visible steering wheel lock is the single most effective theft deterrent for these vehicles. Thieves using the USB method are looking for quick, easy targets. They are not carrying bolt cutters. They see a steering wheel lock through the window, and they move to the next car. Period. A good one costs between $20 and $40. The Club brand is the most recognized, but any heavy-duty steering wheel lock with a bright color works. You want it visible. That is the point. It's not about making your car impossible to steal. It's about making your car harder to steal than the one parked next to it. Solution number 2. An aftermarket immobilizer. This is the more comprehensive fix. An aftermarket immobilizer adds the exact security feature Hyundai left out of your car. It installs into the ignition system and requires a paired chip to be present before the engine will start. Without the chip, turning the ignition does nothing. Prices range from $50 to $200, depending on brand and installation. Some require professional installation, which adds another $50 to $100. But consider this. The average insurance deductible on a stolen vehicle is $500 to $1,000. The average increase in your premiums after a theft claim is 15 to 20% for 3 to 5 years. An aftermarket immobilizer pays for itself the moment it prevents one theft attempt. Solution number 3. A kill switch. A hidden kill switch is a simple toggle wired into your fuel pump or ignition circuit. When the switch is off, the car will not start, regardless of what someone does to the ignition. The beauty of a kill switch is that no thief will know it exists. They break in, they try the USB method, the engine cranks but doesn't fire, and they leave. Installation costs $50 to $150 at a local mechanic, or you can do it yourself with basic wiring knowledge. Hide the switch somewhere only you know about. Under the dashboard, behind a panel, inside the center console. The less obvious, the better. Solution number 4, and this one is free. Stop leaving your car in vulnerable situations. I know that sounds obvious, but the data tells a clear story. The vast majority of these thefts happen at night, in unlit parking areas, in residential neighborhoods without garages. If you have a garage, use it. If you park on the street, park under a light. If your building has a parking lot, park as close to a camera as possible. Thieves are opportunistic. They are scanning for the easiest target in a lineup of cars. Anything you do to make your Hyundai slightly less convenient to steal pushes them towards someone else's car. And here is the thing almost nobody talks about. Your insurance company may already be penalizing you for owning an affected Hyundai. Multiple major insurance carriers, including State Farm and Progressive, temporarily stopped writing new policies for certain Hyundai and Kia models in 2023 because theft claims were destroying their loss ratios. While most have resumed coverage, premiums for affected models remain significantly higher than comparable vehicles from other brands. Some owners have reported premium increases of 30 to 60% solely because of the theft vulnerability. That means this problem is costing you money every single month, whether your car gets stolen or not. So let me give you the action checklist. Do these 5 things this week. 1. Check whether your Hyundai has push-button start or turnkey ignition. If it's push-button, you are likely safe. 2. If it's turnkey, call your dealer and ask if the free security software update has been applied. If not, schedule it. 3. Buy a steering wheel lock. $20 to $30. Use it every single time you leave the car. 4. Consider an aftermarket immobilizer or kill switch if you live in a high theft area or park on the street. 5. Call your insurance company and ask if your premium is affected by the theft vulnerability. If it is, ask what discounts are available for installing anti-theft devices. Many insurers offer 5 to 15% discounts for verified security upgrades. This is not a theoretical problem. This is not something that happens to other people. Over 100,000 Hyundais and Kias were stolen using this method in a single year. That number made Hyundai the most stolen brand in multiple major American cities. And the owners of those cars all had the same thought before it happened. It won't happen to me. $30 for a steering wheel lock. 5 minutes to install. That is the gap between keeping your car and filing a police report. Your Hyundai is a great car. It just needs one thing Hyundai forgot to include. Now you know how to add it yourself. If this helped you, subscribe. I'm covering Hyundai ownership secrets, maintenance tips, and money-saving guides every single week. Hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. And if you want to discover hidden features already built into your Hyundai that most owners never find out about, watch this video right here. You're going to want to see number 4.